Well, whenever you hear that beat, you know we gonna be talking some high school football. Hello, beautiful people. I am Kevin John, and welcome to the final week of the regular season for high school football. Now, across the Sac-Joaquin Section, league titles were up for grabs. And as with every week, we kick things off with our ABC 10 Game of the Week, and we have a big one going on in Woodland. Now, ABC 10's Matt George was at this game all evening, and he joins us now with more.
Happy Halloween, boys and girls. I'm Winnie the Pooh out here for the final week of the high school football regular season. A game between the Vanden Vikings and the Pioneer Patriots, with the winner solidifying a spot in the playoffs. Every senior dreams of going out on top. The Pioneer seniors took the field for one final regular season game, but determined that there would still be more football to play. The Patriots have enjoyed a pretty incredible turnaround season in their second year as part of the Monticello Empire League, but they still had to face the reigning state champions, the Vanden Vikings, in Week 11. And if you're going to make the sensational Pioneer cheer team work on Halloween, well, you best bring the trick-or-treating to them pregame. Let's get into the action. The Vikings started things off with some showtime defense. Junior defensive lineman Elisea Caden gets his hand on this pass, keeps it in the air, and then takes it to the house for a game-opening pick six. Anytime a lineman scores a touchdown, the entire team has to celebrate. But here's the thing about football. There's always the next play, and you have to have a short memory. Pioneer quarterback Jordan Costancino shows no fear getting back into the pocket. He airs this ball out to junior receiver Mark Estantino, who secures the catch even through the hard hit. That sets up the first touchdown of the night for number 5 senior Devion Corley, who was unstoppable in the first half. He takes this reverse around the corner and in for the score. But he's also dangerous through the air. Later in the first quarter, here he is pulling in the pass on 4th down, not backing down from the hit that he knew was coming. That gave the Patriots a 1-score lead. Fast forward to the second quarter, here comes Corley again. He gets another handoff in the backfield, and this time turns the corner on the far side for 6. 3 touchdowns in the first half alone on his senior night. Pioneer was rolling, but the Vikings relied on that championship experience to keep them focused. And it wasn't long before Vanden was back on the attack. Junior quarterback Xavier Zambrano throws a dart over the middle to senior Caleb Jones for the score. Then fellow senior and running back Josiah Chavez shows off the speed with back-to-back big runs, the second resulting in a touchdown. This game was neck and neck down to the final minute of the first half when Vanden put together a picture-perfect scoring drive that resulted in the go-ahead touchdown pass to Caleb Jones. The Vikings took control into the locker room and didn't look back. They dominate the second half, securing the 40-27 victory and punching their ticket to the playoffs.
Congrats to Vanden. Good job out there, Matt. And I think I speak for everyone here at ABC 10 when we say you look adorable as Winnie the Pooh. All right, guys. Well, so far, the Folsom Bulldogs have just bullied their way through league play this season, going a perfect 5-0 in the Sierra Foothill League. There's just one thing. The Bulldogs have yet to face off against those Granite Bay Grizzlies. We're heading to Folsom. Great crowd out there on this Halloween night. Now, if Granite Bay wins this one, they get to share the SFL title with Folsom. There's just one problem. The Bulldogs are not in the mood to share. We'll pick this one up in the first quarter. Folsom ball. Ryder Lyons hits Jamison Powell, and watch Powell after the catch. Herbs the word, spins the verb. Forget what you heard. No diggity, no doubt. The Bulldogs would take a 14-0 lead early on, but Granite Bay would clap back. To the second quarter now, Dominic Catalico in the pocket looking. He finds a wide open Isaiah Galovich, who goes inside the 5-yard line. And that would lead to this. The man with the best hair on the field, Isaiah Ine, plows in for the touchdown, and the Grizzlies are on the board. But you know you can't hold a Bulldog down for long. Later in the quarter, Ryder Lyons going deep, and like a good neighbor, Rob Larson there for the touchdown, 37-yard connection. Folsom goes on to win this game 42-14. The Bulldogs secure yet another SFL title, going undefeated in league play. Up next for both teams, the playoffs are calling. Congrats to them Bulldogs on the victory. Well, all year long, the Manteca Buffaloes use the motto, "We will hit you." And entering Friday night's game at a perfect 9-0, it's clear that the Buffaloes have backed up that model. The thing we need to find out, will the Oakdale Mustangs hit back? Wow, who knew that Darth Vader was a professional drummer? Give it up for the world-famous Oakdale Marching Band. They were clearly in the Halloween spirit. They understood the assignment. Oakdale High School was lit on this night. The Mustangs welcoming in the Manteca Buffaloes. And what's at stake in this one? Whoever wins this game wins the Valley Oak League title. We're going to pick this one up in the first quarter. Oakdale in the red zone. Chase Lopez takes the handoff and grabbed those Lysol wipes because this run was filthy. Lopez spitting and would not be denied as he gets in for the first touchdown of the game. The Mustangs will convert the two-point conversion to take an early 8-0 lead. Ensuing drive for Manteca. How about that Oakdale defense? Owen Goalie going to the air. And look at the diving interception from Peyton Wallace. Oh, wait. I'm sure Peyton gets those skills from his father. Oakdale started this game off with all kinds of momentum, but as we all know, Manteca will hit you. Don't believe me, just watch. Ensuing drive for the Mustangs. Lopez takes the handoff, and he's taken down by a swarm of Buffaloes. Now later on the drive, how about that Manteca defense again? Oakdale right near the goal line, but the Buffaloes force the fumble and recover the fumble. What a heads-up play there. Yes, Manteca will hit you, y'all. Now, unfortunately, Manteca scored all their points after I left the game, so my apologies to the Buffaloes. Anyways, Manteca went on to take down Oakdale 40-26. Manteca wraps up the regular season with a perfect 10-0 record. Next up for both teams, the playoffs are calling. Congrats to Manteca on the league title. Now, staying in the 209, next we're heading to my hometown of Stockton for one of the most historic rivalries in the city. You know, it's always a blast when the St. Mary's Rams go against them Lincoln Trojans. We're heading to the campus of Lincoln High School. Practically the whole city is Stockton there for this game. The Lincoln student section, definitely in the Halloween spirit. I see Alvin and the Chipmunks, a throwback LeBron James jersey. And the St. Mary's student section was also in the Halloween mood. The Rams looking to wrap up league play with an undefeated record. Now, right when I walked in the stadium, Diego Hernandez scored a touchdown for the Rams. So we'll pick this up in the second quarter. Lincoln in the red zone. Julian Perez drops dimes. Here he's going to throw a beautiful fade ball to just Shannon Martin, who's pushed out of bounds right inside the 5-yard line. Now, later on the drive, Perez is going to go to the air again. This time he throws a strike right in the chest of Rene Garcia III for the touchdown. Lincoln still trailed 24-13 at this point. Now, ensuing possession for St. Mary's, they can throw the rock too, y'all. Jaden Galvin slings this one into Kenneth Moore III for a nice game. Kenneth, he will catch anything in his direction. The Rams, they can run the ball too. Now later on the drive, C.J. Bullard takes the handoff, and C.J. drinks milk. Look at him plow up the middle for a nice game. And that St. Mary's offense in rhythm like a Janet Jackson concert, y'all. Control. Anyway, later on the drive, Galvin, he hit Ivan Huerta. That would move the chains. The Rams go on to defeat the Lincoln Trojans 54-41. Clearly no shortage of offense in this game. Tony Frank's team wraps up the regular season with an 8-2 record, going undefeated in league play. Congrats to those St. Mary's Rams on the victory. Well, there are not many teams out there right now hotter than Inderkum. The Tigers have won 8 games in a row and are currently undefeated in league play. We're heading to Natomas. The Inderkum Tigers welcoming in the Ponderosa Bruins out of Shingle Springs. We're going to pick this one up in the first quarter. Inderkum with the ball. Now, Isaiah Gibbons, he does work in the pocket, y'all. He's going to roll out. He hits Jordan Cole across the middle, and Cole going to turn on the Jets. Oh, yeah, it's a Cole world, baby. Look at that. He picks up a large gain. Finally brought down in the red zone. Now, later on the drive, Gibbons is going to call his own number, and he's going to rush this in for the touchdown just like that. It's 6-0 Inderkum. But Ponderosa, they would clap back to the second quarter now. Bruins in the red zone. Marshall Alvarez takes the handoff. He's going to reach pay dirt to put Ponderosa on the board. But don't celebrate too much, Bruins, because Inderkum would strike back as well. Later in the second quarter, Tigers in the red zone. Brody Cole rolls out and hits Jordan Cole who gets in for the touchdown. Look, if your last name was Cole, you did a good job in this game. It's a cold world, baby. Inderkum will go on to win this one 37-13. Yes, give it up for the world-famous Woodland Christian Band. This game took place on Thursday night. And let me tell you this, if you've never been to a home game at Woodland Christian, then you are missing out in life. It's a vibe out there. The 8-1 Cardinals hosting the 7-2 Golden Sierra Grizzlies out of Garden Valley. And check this out, y'all. First play from scrimmage for Woodland Christian. Oliver Holloman takes the handoff. And just like people running to go trick-or-treating on a Friday night, Oliver is going to run this all the way to the house. And just like that, it's 7-0 Cardinals. Now, how about that Woodland Christian defense? Ensuing possession for Golden Sierra. The Grizzlies going to the air. You'll see it in a second. But see, my man Cole Haynes says, yeah, I ain't going to the air on my watch because I get in front of there and I get picks. Not only does Cole get picks, he nearly takes it back for the touchdown. He would be brought down inside the 5-yard line. Very next play, Frankie Herrera, a lineman. He takes a direct snap. He plows his way in the end zone for 6. So far, 2 offensive plays for Woodland Christian, 2 touchdowns, and they were just getting started, people. Now, after a Noah Hinkle touchdown, the Cardinals back in business, driving down the field. Malachi Durham, he takes the handoff. This kid runs angry. Either get out of his way or get ran over. It's your choice, people. Malachi definitely eats spinach. Now, the same drive, Isaiah Hunt going to the air. And like a good neighbor, Cole Haynes is there for the tutty. That was a dime. This game, all Cardinals, they go on to defeat Golden Sierra 53-0. Woodland Christian concludes the regular season at 9-1, perfect 7-0 in league play. Congrats, Cardinals. You guys hopefully enjoyed your trick-or-treating on Friday night.